Got my mic back in effect, I think. Put the seatbelt on so you ain't got to hear that. So I just seen, and I think we're all tired of talking about Diddy at the end, for real, for real. We're just tired of hearing about it, tired of talking about it. But there's so much keeps coming out, so it's like, what else could you do? So I just seen a Rolling Stone article with Biggie's mom, Voletta Wallace, and she talking about the whole thing with Diddy and stuff. She said she want to smack him. She was like, I want to slap him up, and she said that she said she liked Diddy before all this. This is what I was saying earlier, and what I've been saying about what's going on. My problem with the whole situation. She said she liked Diddy until now, even with all the accusations that we all been hearing about and talking about with stuff with Biggie back in the day. Because the one thing I didn't like back in the day, the first thing that I seen that I thought Puffy was shady, at least like a low life type person, was when I realized that Biggie's mom had to take him to court to get some money. You know what I'm saying? To me, that was scumbagish, because it's like, this is why business is what it is. Capitalism, you know what I'm saying, is a terrible thing. Business, you got to expect the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? That's why business is cutthroat and everything like that. God damn, there's a bunch of cars. But even then, she said she liked them until now or whatever. So this is what I was saying about the whole situation. What the feds have done with Diddy at this point, whether you realize this or not, they have made it to where it's impossible for him to get a fair trial. Impossible. There's no way Diddy can get a fair trial. Shout out to whoever's leaving comments. I can't read them right now, obviously. But, and hit the like button if you come up here. God damn, one like. Hit the goddamn like button, for crying out goddamn loud. Hit the button. Jesus. So this is what I was saying though. So I just looked it up. As far as federal cases, for the feds to bring an indictment on you, they have to use a grand jury for a felony, but not for a misdemeanor. But for a felony, they got to put you in front of a grand jury. And it says the purpose of that is so you can be presented amongst a group of peers who are not biased because they don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who didn't know who Diddy was 2 weeks ago, goddamn knows who the hell Diddy is today. There's not a joker walking this planet who don't know who Diddy is now. You know what I mean? The simple fact that CNN put that video up covers all bases. They're starting at the top by putting that up. If TMZ or somebody put it up, or the Shade Room, people like that, places where the bottom people feed off it anyway, we're all going to those type of places. The people, like certain kind of people, might not see it. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But starting at CNN, that's ensuring that everybody's going to see this damn video. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to see this thing. And of course, us on the bottom are going to definitely see it. So that alone, what that is effectively done, besides all the other stuff that keeps leaking out, they have effectively crippled Diddy's chances of having a fair trial by anybody anywhere. Because anybody see that thing that happened at the hotel, most people are going to just react off emotion and say, you know what, he's guilty, I don't care. Automatically. Forget about the fact that he settled that with Cassie. She wasn't trying to get the Joker locked up. She's not saying lock him up. She was out for money. She got the money she wanted and went on about her way. Also, I keep hearing rumors that, well, I don't know if this is true or not, that Cassie may be reeled in and charged along with Diddy and some of this stuff, because she was there participating and present. The reason why she did that. I heard that's the reason why she did that, to try to distance herself from him. You know what I mean? So that's a whole different thing with it. But people like me, and this is another reason why I keep telling you about how I think all trial stuff should be fair. But there's another reason why I am not so quick to just pile on. I had a gun charge when I was, 19, 20, I think it was. what was I, 20? Like 20 something years ago, I had a gun charge. So when I got this gun charge, the charge really was supposed to have, without telling the whole entire story, long story short, the charge, me and my co-defendant had my boy with me, we both had a gun. The charge really should have got dropped with illegal search and seizure. The charge is supposed to have been dropped. But I didn't have I had a public offender at the time. I didn't have a lawyer. This is what happens when you're not prepared to go through the system, young, out in the streets, just, you know what I'm saying? So I had a public offender. He set us up, well, set me up. My co-defendant case was separate. He got off easy. It wasn't nothing to do with him being shady. He went in front of a different judge. All stuff was different. They did a PSI on me, it was just a pre-sentence investigation, brought my juvenile record situation, and ended up using that against me. You know what I'm saying? For these sentencing guidelines, I ended up doing a year and a half sentence altogether to like a 4-year max. Violated, went back for 13 more months. Altogether, I did like 2.5, almost 3 years off this gun charge that I got caught with. Moral of the story is, when I plead out to this gun charge, being as though I was supposed to beat it, it was supposed to get thrown all the way out if I had a real goddamn lawyer. They allowed me to plea out to a charge of possession of a firearm with an altered identification number, because that was the lowest charge you can plea out to with a firearm. Me not knowing how, you know what I'm saying, I'm young, I'm like, took the plea, still got railroaded, but I'm like, all right, take this plea, I'm going home, I thought anyway. Still ended up doing 18 months, or a year after I went to court even. Took the plea thinking I'm going home. Even though it was supposed to be a misdemeanor, they still did me dirty with the time. So this is where they really did me dirty at. Years later, mind you, and this time this happened, I'm like 20 years old. I was a knucklehead anyway, running around. I wasn't working no real, like doing, I was in the streets doing that, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to get a real job or nothing like that. So the issue never came up of me actually, because this is what happened. The felony, they kept the felony on my record mistakenly. Allegedly mistakenly. This is what they say, it was a mistake, allegedly. So let's just say it was a mistake. You know what I mean? I didn't find this out until I got my real estate license in 2017. Did the real estate thing, passed the state test. So what happened with me was, since I got a background, because besides that gun charge, I do got other regular charges that just, I got a rap sheet. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting in trouble since I was a teenager. So what happened was, when I got my real estate, I didn't get approved directly right away from my real estate license, because I had these old charges on me that I had to get paperwork for, present it, get a lawyer to talk on my behalf, all this stuff. So in the course of that, he said, look, Joker, you got a felony. I said, a felony? I don't got no felony. What you mean I got a felony? He said, this gun charge you had back in, what was it, 2099? I think it was 2000. Yeah, you got a felony. So now it looks like I'm lying to him, and just in general. So mind you, because before I got my real estate license, there was a time when I tried to get myself together years ago, way before that, try to get out the street, stop hustling, go straight. So I got a job at Amazon at the warehouse. Long story short, they hired me. I was working there for like a month straight. Then they come all of a sudden and just fire me, and some other people too. And it was like, I'm like, what? How you? You know what I'm saying? I'm already hired at this. They're like, oh, your background, you didn't check out. So I'm thinking, I'm like, my background didn't check out. You knew my background before you hired me. I put all my stuff on the paper. Come to find out, long story short, I said for like the 10th time, long story short, I'm trying to make it short. The felony that I thought was supposed to be downgraded to a misdemeanor, because that's what I plead to, was stuck on my record as a felony. So when Amazon fired me, they didn't fire me because of having the felony, because people there they had a couple people, they fired me because I lied about it on the application, which unbeknownst to me, I didn't even realize I was lying. I ended up almost having a nervous breakdown. I was up at Amazon, went up there like a goddamn, like one of them, I don't even want to say the whole word thing out, because, you know, the people that be going to the jobs doing, I was up there on that type of stuff at one point, because I was just out of my mind. Like, come to find out, yeah, I did, because that felony was on my record. So I said all that, and plus a whole bunch of other jobs I kept getting turned down for. I said all that to say this: I know how it feels to get beat by the system. So I had this felony, all these years, this felony on my record. Let's just say it was a mistake, because when my lawyer that I had for my real estate stuff, he went down there and they changed it on the spot, which tells you that they definitely know they messed up. I didn't have to go to no hearing, no court. They changed it on the spot with him. From my lawyer, put it in the system. But the moral to the story is, Think of how much stuff that has jammed me up, how much opportunities I lost. Like I said, I was working, got fired, all this stuff because of a mistake that they made. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was on purpose or not. Stuff like this is why I'm the kind of person, I'm like, nah, I'm not just going to pile on. I want to know the facts. I want to see people get a fair trial, you know what I'm saying? Because just like I said earlier about a person like Diddy or whoever else getting accused, and you start losing endorsements and losing money and all the stuff you got going on just from accusations. That's bogus, man. I'm never going to be behind that. I don't care what comes out until the day he goes to court and he's found guilty in court. I'm not jumping on that for nobody. And like I said before, Diddy is a slime ball. I've been saying this. I don't even like Diddy on a personal level. He's been a slime ball. We've seen him do so much grimy things to so many people in business, but that's business. I mean, I do respect the work he put in, the body of work, what he brought to us and stuff like that. But on a personal level, Diddy is an absolute slime ball. You know what I'm saying? If there's anybody that does deserve to go down, he's probably the one that does. If he's even guilty of half of the stuff that people were saying, he deserves to fall off and go down. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, I'm not saying that, but even then, I still want to see a Joker get a fair swing and a fair trial. There's no way at this point that Diddy can get a fair trial. There's no group of 12 people you could put him in. There's no jury he can go in front of that has not seen this videotape. Along with all these other accusations and stuff piling on, people, it's not even possible the Joker can get a fair trial. You know what I'm saying? And like I always say, it might be fun to watch this and go, but if it happens to you, it damn sure ain't gonna be funny or fun or entertaining or interesting. You're gonna be like, damn, don't y'all jokers see don't y'all go by the law? You be wishing somebody was like, damn, what happened to the Constitution and the goddamn law of innocent until proven guilty and all, even though we know that's BS, but you'd be like, damn, you'd be hoping you'd be wanting that, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'd be saying. But in a perfect example of that, like I said, Biggie's mom now, she says she used to like him. Even with all the rumors we heard about throughout the years, even knowing that we knew she had to go to court and sue for the money and stuff like that, she still said she liked him until now, because this video came out and stuff, these accusations, you know what I mean? So that's all I be talking about, man, when I be saying about Diddy and all that type of stuff. That's my whole angle. It could be Diddy or it could be anybody else. When Bill Cosby was going through this, I was saying the same thing about Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? I know the R. Kelly thing is real sensitive to a lot of people because it's a different situation, so that's different to an extent, you know what I mean? There's different circumstances, but and Diddy now they got a new male sex. I don't give a goddamn who was up in this thing doing whatever they was doing. They was there enjoying themselves and it was going on. Now you want to come out and act like you was being victimized, a male sex worker. Joker, you was in there throwing your pussy around, loving what you was doing. Now all of a sudden it's a crime. So I'm not buying that either. So and hit the like button before you get up out of there. Hit the goddamn like button. There's one like. Hit the goddamn like button. That's all I gotta say.